What's good, everybody? This your boy Mike coming to you from Reality Warpers. Yo, I got a question. Do spiritual topics pique your interest? Do you desire unique conversations? Sit down, calm your mind. Let's have a conversation. And after we have a talk, if you feel like you got information of substance, like and subscribe to the channel. And if you know anybody that have like minds, share my content. And together, we can warp reality. So without further ado, let's get to the show. The next part of you is the mind. Who is the mind? The mind is a friend or an advisor for you. Okay. Um Now, for those that have friends and things of that nature, you understand that you can or you can't control a friend. Okay. So, what I mean by that is a lot of times friends are influenced by each other. Either you influence that friend and that friend start reacting to you, or you start in being influenced by that friend, and that friend now start making you move a certain way or act a certain way in your life because of their influence. Okay. That's the same thing with your mind. Your mind is that friend when you don't have anybody around you, when you're in that time of being alone, not lonely, being alone. The friend is the mind. Okay. Now the mind also have a consciousness of its own. You ever been in situations where you just think of something random and you like, where did that thought come from? Like, what? Why would you even think of something like that? Or a thought come up in your head and you reject that thought. You're like, nope, that's not gonna happen. Nope, no, nope. That type of thing. Like, you didn't, ask that thought to come, but it came. Okay. That's because the mind is sending thoughts according to the experiences that you've had in the past. Okay. It's a connector, and that connector is connected to the spirit. It's the median between the spiritual world and the physical world. Okay. So, whatever your memories are, whatever your past experiences, even from past lives, whatever those are experiences are that you've had, it influences the mind, and the mind then influences the body. Okay. So, the thing about that is you can control that. You, as the spirit, overall has the last say on what comes in, what's accepted, what's rejected. Okay. You, as the spirit, has the last say. Suggestions can be thrown at you mentally, but you accept, you reject. Okay. You create your reality. Put that down in the comments if you got this far. You create your reality. All right. So, you create your reality by accepting or rejecting different thoughts that's given to you by your friend or advisor. Now, how do you connect with that friend or advisor? How do you like truly connect to it? This is where, it get to that point where you start talking to yourself, not like, out loud. Yes, it can be out loud, if you are by yourself and you just like having a conversation out loud with yourself, but it's more so in silence in your mind. A good way to do that is through meditation. Okay. You can have a conversation with your mind, with your higher self, through meditation. Okay, so dig deeper into meditation, and the more consistent you get with it, the better it is, or the easier it is to connect with your mind, connect with that subconscious part of you. Okay, that subconscious is where all of the answers, all of those suggestions come from. Okay, conscious the conscious part of the mind is two parts of the mind. The conscious part of the mind is the part that you like is consciously aware of the what you know. Okay, what you know for sure, like what it is, what you see, what you've experienced. All of that is the consciousness. Okay, what you don't know for sure, or what you like past experiences and future information, that type of thing, that's in the subconscious. But you have to access that through specific ways, or it's going to project itself on you. Like either you access it and get whatever answer you need, or it's going to throw the answer at you, and then you sort out the answer through what is given to you. But you don't know when it's going to throw out those suggestions. Like it's just wild. It just throws out whenever. You could be sleeping and you wondering why you can't, sleep. You woke up out your sleep and you can't go back to sleep. That's because your mind is starting to, throw out suggestions and stuff. And that's why you feel restless. You moving, you can't, stop thinking. Your mind just racing and stuff like that. Your mind is starting to throw out suggestions and stuff. So you have to learn how to calm your mind. Again, it have a consciousness of its own. You can tell it what to do, just like you tell your body what to do. Just like you tell your body, don't, move or stand up, or that type of thing. Just like you consciously tell your body, not out loud, but consciously tell your body mentally to do certain things, to walk, to run, to fight, whatever, that type of thing. Whatever you tell your body, you can tell your mind to do as well. So the suggestions it throw out, again, you can accept or reject whatever the suggestions is, but you can also impose suggestions on to the mind. Okay, so basically that's where the affirmations come from. Your mind do not know what is real and what is fake. All it knows is what that host wants. Okay, give you your heart's desires. Whatever you want, the mind magnetizes to you depending on how strong that magnetism is. Okay, so you telling it and acting upon the thoughts that you have gives that mind a suggestion, which magnetize whatever you're trying to, whatever that affirmation is. So I've spoken in, videos in the past about how strong your word is, power of the tongue. And Dr. Momoto, when he did the experiment with the water and the ice crystals and all of that type of stuff, when he's talking to it and it's changing form, or he's playing certain music or playing a certain word or something like that, how it changes certain form, your body and your mind is made of water, over 50% water. Both your mind and your body is made over 50% water. I think your body is like, 75% water. Your mind is like 80 or 90% water, something like that. So, but, I could, be, get my numbers and stuff mixed up, but do your research or whatever. But your mind and body is both made up over 50% water. So the same thing in those experiments that we see, where Dr. Momoto speaks to the water and it changes form, or the ice crystal changes form. That's the same thing with your body. I am whatever comes after that is what molds your mind. what molds your thoughts to the point where it literally recreate the shape of your brain. Like, it goes literally that deep. Do your research. It literally goes that deep. The vibrations that you give your brain, the words, the vibration, the music that you hear, all of those frequencies and things literally reshape your brain. Okay? So the affirmations that you give it, I am whatever, after that is what molds your mind into whatever it molds itself into, and gives it now the suggestions that it's going to start throwing. The suggestions that it gives you is now what affects the body, and the body now start reacting to the mind. The body's actions is a reaction to the mind. Okay, the mind acts first, then the body reacts, unless it's in fight or flight. Therefore, the body now do what it needs to do at the time. Sometimes the mind could be asleep, sometimes the mind dazed off. The mind is so vast. Sometimes the mind is like not disconnected, but when a phone is updating or getting information and stuff like that, you can't use the phone properly. Like, you have to wait until the update finish. But the phone is still there. You just can't use it right now. That's what's going on in fight or flight. Sometimes the mind might not be catching on or downloaded what's going on at the time. So now the body have to then react in order to continue to protect the soul. Okay? I know that was kind of deep. Rewind that if you need to. But the body's actions is a reaction to the mind. Okay? All right. Meditation is one of the best ways to get in control of the mind, be able to connect with the mind. And there are so many different meditation practices. Just do your research. That's without making this video entirely too long, just do your research on the different meditative practices. I've spoken about things such as sun gazing. I've spoke about things such as intentional meditations. Okay. And there's many more practices of meditation. So dig deep into meditation to understand what or which one of those meditative practices is best to help connect you with your mind.